This is a power plug cord, the kind that, if you step on in the morning, might wake you up faster than coffee. Its noble mission is to deliver electricity to the whole world. But today, I'm going to give it a new life, turning it into a signal-receiving antenna. The first step is to strip off the outer insulation of the cord. The goal is to expose the copper core inside, to prepare for wire connections in the next steps. You need to do this carefully to avoid breaking the copper core, since this part will determine the signal conductivity later on. I'm going to grab a roll of TV antenna wire and cut 2 pieces, each 30 centimeters long. That's nearly 12 inches, just for reference. Then, I strip off the outer insulation to get to the copper inside, getting ready to make the antenna whiskers right after this. To make the antenna whiskers, find a metal rod with a diameter close to the prong of the plug, something like a nail or the tip of a screwdriver. As you can see in the video, I'm using a soldering rod with the exact same diameter as the plug prong. Then, take the stripped copper wire and coil it around the metal rod like a spring, evenly and tight enough to hold its shape. Once done, gently pull the metal rod out, and there you have one whisker. Repeat the same for the other copper wire. After creating the 2 antenna whiskers, I'll attach them to the 2 prongs of the plug, right in place. However, because they didn't feel secure enough, I added a bit of reinforcement. I used pliers to lightly crimp the copper tightly around the metal prongs, then wrapped a layer of tape around it for added hold. This way it stays firm and won't slip off when plugged into a device. Now for the next step, wiring the homemade antenna device. I'll reuse the antenna cable from earlier, cut it down to a usable length. The DIY antenna already had its wire stripped at the beginning of the video, so now I just need to take any end of the antenna cable and attach it directly to the exposed copper core. After wrapping the copper wire onto the antenna core, make sure everything is electrically safe. Use electrical tape to seal the contact point, both to secure it and to prevent any electric leaks or short circuits during use. Safety always comes first. Next, I'll connect the other end of the TV antenna cable to the 90-degree plug for the TV. Just strip the wire like before. Insert the copper core into the metal pin inside the plug. Secure it tightly. Then screw the plug cap down until it's no longer loose. By this point, we're almost done, and once finished, we'll take it outside to test. My homemade antenna just picked up a signal. The reason I'm fairly confident this DIY antenna would work is because it's based on a very basic but extremely effective principle. Any conductive material can pick up signals as long as it's designed the right way. Here, the two copper whiskers act like two signal pickup poles, working as a simple resonance circuit. When electromagnetic waves from the TV broadcast station travel through the air, those spring-shaped copper rods absorb the energy and convert it into electrical signals. The copper wire connected to the antenna cable then carries that signal to the TV. In fact, a TV doesn't need any complex device to pick up signals. Just a bit of properly placed metal at the right frequency can eavesdrop on what the broadcast station is transmitting. So as long as the copper wire is long enough, conductive enough, and properly spaced apart, you're basically holding a real antenna in your hands. Not to mention, this design closely mimics the classic dipole antenna, simple, durable, and has worked like a Swiss watch in electronics since the 1930s. This video really means something, not just because we brought a throwaway item back to life, but because it shows, with just a bit of creativity and patience, you can absolutely build useful devices from things already lying around the house. If you found this video helpful, or even if you just enjoy this kind of DIY to the last drop style, don't hesitate to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Who knows, maybe you've also tried making an antenna from a coat hanger or a steel spoon. Oh, and if you like to keep discovering quirky but practical ideas like this, then hit like and subscribe. It'll give me more motivation to keep tinkering with even weirder stuff.